Hello guys, this is me and this is day 6 and 7 of project 2. That was no pun intended for the 6 7 to happen. It just happened so because I was not at home yesterday. I was sleeping in with my brother, so I couldn't do it. So right now I have to do 2 days of work in just one thing. So we are here. This is going to be day 6 7. Okay, and the next part is um it's a lot to process at once. It's a lot. I have no idea what this is. I will just try to copy it and try to basically explain what I am trying to say. So first of all, let's remove this. I do like the what do you say, the text font in this. I just wanted to, oh, okay, I can do that like this. And yep, this is great. So we want to initialize glfw. First of all, initialize this. Can I like write anything here, like glfw st? Okay, okay, so this has to be like some sort of function, right? Then, and we have to terminate this window as well. Okay, yeah, but this is definitely an object or function. I don't know what this is called. uh, and we do need to first of all return 0 so that the main doesn't crash. And now we have this open and close statement. It's like HTML. Basically, you open HTML and you close HTML tag, and you are saying is glfw window hint. Okay, so window hint glfw context version me. Okay, so we are doing it's in small, right? glfw window hint. Okay. Why? Well, okay, now it is okay. Okay, I can see now, and it is glfw context underscore version. Why not? I do need the drop down menu, but what? glfw context underscore version major. Yep. And 3 because I am using, wait, what am I using? I am using 3.4. So just copy this, paste it again, and just do minor. It's all caps, minor, and do 4. I don't know. And glfw open okay. glfw open gl profile. glfw open gl profile is the glfw open gl core profile. Open gl core profile. Okay, these seems like a random, kind of random things, I have to say, but let's just keep going for now and see what it leads us to. And this is our window function, glfw window. kind of a weird way to create a window. Window, window. What is this? This local variable. Okay, windows are variable. Okay, very weird way to create a variable, but window is our variable. That's good to know. That's one bit. GLFW create window equals GLFW create window, and this is going to be our size. So I will just do 640 by 800. Just name anything like window. I don't know. And this null is basically whether we want it full screen or not. So we don't want it full screen, and he doesn't explain what this null is. Okay, okay. Um, wait, I can see it's int weight, hint width, int height, constant character title, window monitor, window share. Wait, it's wait, what? Okay, so the monitor. Okay, oh, I forgot this. And now he does that if window results in null, basically what we do if the value becomes false, it's full caps. If the value becomes false, you write these lines of code. So standard count is less than fail. And what is this? Oh, end line. Okay, this is the end line. Oh, okay, this is the end line. Okay, then we terminate this, and then we terminate this, and we terminate this, and we write return return -1, such that this whole next process thing stops happening. And then he created a while loop such that the window remains. So basically, if I will run this right now, the window is going to just pop up and close immediately. Yep, you saw the window popped up and closed immediately. So okay, it is working. That's a very big thing right now because I don't understand anything. I'm just copy pasting right now. So what he does is creates a while loop while not equals to glfw window window should close. Bro, how the hell is that a real function or anything like that? It's such a weird name, dude. What is pool events?
OpenGL
I
to it.
don't know what is pool events.
White events such as the window appearing, being resized, and other such things. If we don't process those events, the window will just be in a state of not responding. And
Okay, we are creating the window to be dynamic with this. So if we didn't write this, it will just have a static. So now with this dynamic stuff, we can like move it around and stuff like that. Or in the other things, it will just keep at a very static rate. If what I'm understanding here, from my understanding, I don't think these were necessary, but I don't know. Let's just try to run this right now. And exited with code 1. I did something wrong. Okay, I did something wrong. Let's run again and just. Is this what is wrong? While not equals. Okay, this. Okay. While not equals to glfw, window should close. glfw, window should close window. Uh, G. No, I forgot this line. glfw make context current. What is that? GLFW. Yep, this. What is that? It still did not work. Did I miss any other things? GLFW destroyed window.
if another function will only happen to close.
Okay, I forgot this line too. GLFW destroy window. GLFW destroy window. Window. Uh, wait, that no, it did not. Did we close one? Do I close the corner? Um, okay, something is problem here. It is not writing false as well. So, oh, it is writing fail. It fails to create this. The should just do three, like exact copy of him. But I have version 3.4. Oh yeah. First of all, I have to say this thing is not the fuck. What? Okay, let's close this. Okay. So these are important. You can't just ignore these. So let me just try to show what these were because I can't pinpoint anything in this case. So okay, so window hint is we are giving. Okay, you know what? Do three. Let's just remove this for a second and try to run this now. Okay, it's still working. Okay, okay. This has to be some things. Process. Wait, what is that? What is that? Close this. Okay, that wasn't necessary. It was basically created so that we can have. Okay, so the 3.4. This is not point. This is not 3.3. This is basically just the major version should be the 3 and the minor version should be 3. So we are using 3.4. We are using 3.4. So it's saying the major version should always also have 3. Basically, if we include 3, we are including the whole thing. That is linked with 3, and if we are using minor, you also do the same thing. So we are doing that. And okay, I don't know how variable works here. Like, can I even wait? Local variable. Okay, so see this int. See how there's int. So basically, GLFW window is like a data type that we have imported from this thing, GLFW GLFC. So the GLFW window is basically working as a similar data type as int was. So it is storing these uh, custom values into its own kind of variable. So now it is a variable. Okay, now this makes sense, but what is this? What basically what is this? Okay, it's a random index value that should be 3. What is this? What is this? Int hint int value. Void glfw hint int hint. Okay. Okay. I understand it. What this is basically, it's like glfw window hint, so it wants a hint of what it's trying to do, and we have two values. The first value, this translates to this is, so this will be the index value. This will be like the index value of what it's referring to, and this will be the value that we wanted to know, store basically. And basically we are doing that. So majorly we want it to be 3, and minorly we want it to be 3, and the glfw OpenGL profile should be equals to the glfw core profile. So we are doing that here. This is the initializing statement that initialize and basically terminate. So glfw window open these basic stuff, like if it's null, just say fail and start from new line. And glfw make current context current. This is the thing that I don't fully understand right now. So while should close is not equals to should close. Okay, so if window should not close, if window doesn't close, you poll the events. You wait, what will happen if I just do this? And how do you do it? Asterisk software. Wait, how do you comment asterisk here? Wait, how to comment in C++? Oh, okay, cool way to comment something, and let's try to run it now. it's just gonna instant close. Okay. What was I thinking? So let's do it for this part only. Let's see what will happen now if we don't poll the events. Okay. So yep, basically I guess what I said was right. It turned into a very, yep, you can't resize it, so it turned into uh what do you say, a static version of things. So now when we pull this, this should be dynamic, and from being dynamic it does that. Okay, that's some weird shit. It's just this now. Okay, first of all, 640 into 800 shouldn't be this big a rectangular block here. So I don't know. Let's try 800 into 800. That the he used 800 into 800. Let me try it. See what this does. Oh yeah, same thing. Just was more in width. So okay, so 640. Oh, it's directly taking. So my screen is 36 to 768 and 800 exceeds that. So okay, so that is why. So let me just try 600 into. To okay, because GLFW window was a property of GLFW, so this property, it was like this property, and when you make it and you use GLFW, you use this. No, this is glad. Okay, the fuck were you on about? Okay, so we used okay, forget what I said. That was just straight up wrong. So anyways, you created this. Okay, I need to ask what this does is, I don't understand what this does. What does this do? Okay, so I don't think this was necessary. I don't think this was like necessary for the while loop. The while loop should basically run. Yeah, so this wasn't necessary for the while loop. So basically what this was necessary for was basically if we ever in the future like do this, like basically this is the initializing function, this is the ending function. So in basically in between all of this, whatever we type, like we type GLFW render or GLFW square or any kind of graphic stuff, it is going to understand this as window open and window closes. Is the same concept as the name standard namespace that we were using. So we used like using namespace standard. So in this part where we said namespace of standard, every basic stuff like count and all that stuff was basically registered into under standard. So now we are doing the same thing for Windows. So any kind of GLFW graphics activity will be stored under window. So that is what we are doing with this, from what I understand. Explain how graphics work. So basically, this is the top of the screen. So for graphics to do frames to be updated, it is updating from this point here to this point here, and it's doing that in this direction. So it's like this. It is rendering this out. So this is how that works. And basically what he said next was, when we are creating, let's say when you're playing a game, okay, so you are seeing a frame. I will just use the same analogy as him. So you are seeing a frame, right? You see a frame, but in the background, the next frame that is going to occur. Let's say you're watching a video. A game is too dynamic for our sentence. So let's say you're watching a video. So first of all, you are watching this thing. This frame is already presented to you, that is why you can imagine it. But the next frame that is going to take place after the scene is already being rendered out. It's I mean, if you see 60 frames per second, it means is displaying 60 frames every second. But it is also calculating and managing 60 frames per second, and it's also displaying it to 60 frames per second. So by this thing, I think it should like have I think it should calculate more frames per second, like at least greater than. Okay, I will just like, this is the number of frames it should calculate. This is not the display frames per second. This is the calculated frames per second. So it's something like that. I don't know exactly. You should like wait. Okay, so what he does is he he uses glad under this. So he used, okay, now you can see he did not use the term window anywhere. So in this context, this destroy and this this context, there should be no need to call the window. This while loop is like a isolated system here. It's not according to that. So okay, so we used oh sorry, glad load GL and uh, GL view port uh, viewport is from 0 comma 0 to 640 into 400, and I don't understand this clear color. So it seems like okay, GL clear color, COL capital C, 0.07 f, the 0.13 f, 0.17 f, and 1.0 f. I like how it auto spaces everything. So CLEAR clear, CLEAR clear, GL color buffer bit, GL color, GL color buffer bit. GL underscore COLOR GL underscore.
The pixels on the front buffer are being displayed. Now,
GLFW, okay, GLFW swap buffers. Okay, so let's try to. Okay, so we are using GLAD to load the GL stuff. It is using the it is loading the OpenGL. We are saying the viewport is from 0 comma 0, which is going to be top right of the window, and this is going to be the bottom right of the window, top left and to the bottom right. So this is our diagonal of the rectangle. GLFW clear color. So this is the like color set word, but I don't know why he chose the word clear. So okay, so GL is expands to glad. May I know what this all is? Okay, I don't think I should. So you do understand like that he used the term that what you're seeing in front is and then something in back is being processed. So this bit is the back that is being processed, and we are using the swap option to change things. So let's just run this. Okay, now you can see this works, and I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what that, but I guess it works. Pretty well actually. So GL clear colors. So I, you know what I need. ChatGPT to make me understand what this thing was. Explain me this. Okay, so this is RGB and A is our opacity. Oh, so this is the analogy for that. So it clears the screen with the color I just set. So it is going to clear the screen with this color. So the okay, this is the analogy. So it's like the fill tool that I use in Paint. So in short, okay. Swaps front and back buffers, double buffering what you rendered becomes visible on the screen, prevents flickering. Okay, so the front and back analogy was spot on. And okay, this one actually really needed. Shit. Okay, this was actually needed, so
Press run, and ta-da, we now have a nicely colored. And the last thing that's left to do is just to write some comments so that you can make sure you understand what's happening. Try writing them with your own words, but if you find that difficult, then feel free to copy mine. I'll leave the source code in the description and the PDF with some exercises so you can practice what you've just learned. So now let's add a triangle to the mix. But first, I'll have to introduce you to something called the graphics pipeline. The graphics
should I add comments? I mean, I do kind of explain and I do have it in video when I can just look it back. So I don't think it's necessary, but sure. Actually, let me just like write initialize, and this thing right here will be set correct version so that it doesn't over complicate and get errors on the versions of OpenGL. Important if multiple versions. Okay. Uh, Important if multiple versions present in present of OpenGL. Okay, so